Welcome. Here is a rundown of war in Ukraine. US, NATO are participants of the war, says Russia. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says the United States and NATO are participants in the Ukraine war because of their support to Kyiv. Lavrov told a news conference that Washington and NATO were involved in the war because they were supplying arms to Ukraine and providing it with military training on their territory. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has also accused NATO of starting tensions near China in a way that posed risks for Russia. The South China Sea is now becoming one of those regions where NATO is not averse, as they once did in Ukraine, to escalating tensions, Lavrov told a news conference. We know how seriously China takes such provocations, not to mention Taiwan and the Taiwan Strait, and we understand that NATO's playing with fire in these regions carries threats and risks for the Russian Federation. It is as close to our shores and to our seas as Chinese territory, he said. Lavrov said that is why Russia was developing military cooperation with China and conducting joint exercises. Russia has pulled some troops from towns near Dnieper River, Ukraine. Ukraine's military says Russia pulled some troops from towns on the opposite bank of the Dnieper River from Kherson city. Ukrainian officials stressed that Russia had intensified shelling across the river, knocking out power again in Kherson, where electricity had only begun to be restored. Since Russia abandoned Kherson last month, the river now forms the entire southern stretch of the front. Ukrainian officials have previously said Russia pulled back some artillery near the river to safer positions further away, but until now, had stopped short of saying Russian forces were quitting towns. And US and France pledged to hold Russia to account for war crimes in Ukraine. Following a meeting between US President Joe Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron, the two leaders have pledged to get justice for Ukraine. They resolved to hold Russia accountable for widely documented atrocities and war crimes in Ukraine, a statement issued after their White House meeting said. This would include alleged crimes by both regular Russian soldiers and proxies, such as the Wagner Group. The two countries also said they would provide resources to Ukraine throughout the winter, including air defense systems and equipment to repair the energy grid.